Alright, well, I'm at this Halloween, very small little decoration thing. $10 to get in. Now, she made a big fuss of not taking photos and videos are allowed. And then I asked her, if I go in, I can't take photos or video either? And then she said, like, $10, then you can take as many as you like. So, I think she just should have said, it's $10 to get in and you can take photos and videos. So, anyway, Hong Kong culture is a bit weird. Anyway, we're here and it's kind of designed to take photos. Like a good test of the Insta360 ability, which is well worth $10, I think, to come and test this little video camera. Now, I've set it on manual. I've gone 1/60th of a second for the shutter speed, and I've fixed that because it's handheld and you might get a little bit of blurring on the frame, especially if I accidentally bump it. Now I'm going to bump it intentionally to show you what it looks like. So I'm just tapping the camera. Now, and now, and now. You probably get a bit of a frame blur, but if I try to hold it steady, I'm hoping that 1/60th is just enough to keep it sharp, because I need a longer shutter. I need a long shutter. Like, I want to open it longer, but not too long. Like 1/30th is the 1/30th is the longest I can do, because I'm shooting video, because I'm shooting 30 frames a second. So I can keep it open for the entire frame, but 1/30th is too slow. So I'm hoping 1/60th it looks okay, because it's really dark here. And I've also set the ISO to automatic and minus 0.5 stop exposure compensation, because I'm telling the camera that it's okay to underexpose it a bit, because it is kind of dark here. So yeah. By the way, if you're new to this channel, it's kind of my diary. I kind of post what I like and experiment and play. It's not supposed to be the most interesting content that you've ever seen in your life that you just can't believe your eyeballs with. It's a test channel, but some people might get something out of it. Like, if you like cameras and you want to see how they work. Oh, this is cool. If you like cameras and you want to see how they work, how well it works, and you want to see, oh, this guy Josh has shot everything on 1/60th of a second. Is it gonna look good? Actually, I don't know the answer, because I'm testing it now, and I found like a nice place to test it. My thoughts are that it's probably not quite enough. I probably need to go to 1/80th of a second, so 80 frames, or shutter speed 1/80th or 1/100th, for it to look good. But you know, I don't know that until I go back and look at it. So I'm gonna kind of find out if it looked good the way you are watching this video. So let's do some tests. I've got the direction lock on, and I'm gonna move the camera around and we'll see. Plastic jack-o'-lanterns. I think I'll probably pick things that are lit. Oh, this ball's actually lit, look. This eyeball's lit up, and this spider. Actually, I can see on the back of the camera, looks... Exposure's okay. Now let's have a look at the big jack-o'-lantern. Made of parachute material, I guess. After this child. Oh, maybe after the couple. Now, I'm going to output this video in 360 and flat. So if you're looking at the flat version, you don't get to look around. But if you're on 360, you can kind of look around, and you don't have to see what I'm kind of pointing the camera at. You can... It's kind of like you're here next to me. You can look around independently of where I point the camera, which is really cool. But yeah, I gotta wait my turn. Maybe I'll go here. There's not. Tonight is like the Thursday night, and it's like 9:43. So there's not too many people here, which is kind of good if you've got a new camera and you just want to test it out and see if it looks good and see what settings are optimal. Look at this cat. I'll do a little walk around. Yeah, I really want to know if 1/60th of a second looks okay. And if it does, I can do a bit lower. I've tried it on 1/30th, but it's pretty shaky. What are these? Just lanterns, I guess, but with a Halloween evil face on it. Oh, and by the way, I've been playing with this on I shot a whole bunch of live music in a very dark venue. Probably just as dark as this place, actually. Okay, maybe slightly brighter, but like dark. Like they want ambiance, you know, ambience, ambiance. They want it to feel like it's private or something, so they turn the lights dim. So it kind of surprised me. It looked good for on a phone. If you looked at it on a phone, I'll let them shoot. If you looked at it on a phone, it looked fine. If you look at it on a screen bigger than a phone, then it's not as, it's a little soft and blurry, but totally fine for phone, which surprised me. I thought it looked terrible on a phone as well, but the X3, this camera here, the Insta360 X3, it's got a slightly bigger sensor, like it's like 10% bigger than the X2. But I think what really makes a difference is the, oh, you gotta pay even more to get into this maze. And it's made of plastic pallets. But I think this is, yeah, if you're an adult, you're tall enough to see the way out. If you're a kid and you're only this high, then it makes sense. What was I saying? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, the chip size. I think what makes the most difference, this is cute, this thing. Problem is the shadow of my, here, this is better. What really makes a difference is there's AI, it's built into the Insta360 software, AI noise reduction. And it actually works really well. It's able to figure out what's like the noise from the sensor, because you're shooting video, so there's like noise between each frame, so it can kind of average that out. I don't know how it does it. They say it's AI, but it might just be boring algorithms. Whoa, this is uneven ground. It might be just... might just be an algorithm, but if it's proper AI, then that's even better. But how do you define it? But yeah, I think the AI actually cleaned the image up a lot. It made it look decent for a phone. Like plenty good enough to kind of show, like if you're one of the band members and you just want to show your friends or your mum what you did on the weekend. Like more than enough, and it stabilizes it. Whoa, that was loud. What is this? I think it's this thing you can go in, but I didn't even see it before. I turn the camera so you can see me. Oh, it's a scary thing that you go in, I guess. But I can't read Chinese, so I don't know. I hear a lot of screaming. I'm turning the camera so you can see me speak, but I've got a mask on, which is kind of good because this camera doesn't sync the sound properly. The lip sync is a bit wrong, but you can fix it in post, but still. Alright, now I can shoot this thing. And I don't even know where the entrance is for that. Oh, the entrance is that side. Well, let's see if there's anyone lining up for this, because I actually want to do a little bit of a selfie here with photos, so I can update my profile picture. Alright, I guess there's a line here of people waiting. Yeah, I really don't like waiting. You gotta do a lot of waiting in Hong Kong. Alright, what else can we look at? These aren't lit up, so it's not as exciting, but yeah. Also, I've only been talking when the camera's close because I didn't want the audio to, like, if I move the selfie stick around, I didn't want the audio to be worse. So yeah, that's one reason I got the audio adapter, so I can use a wireless mic. But I haven't had the chance to try that yet. Let me see this thing. I don't know if it's entrance or exit, but I'll ask the guy. Oh, there's a price here. $80 or $40 for something else. But I guess I won't go in there. And you're not gonna see much if I went in there. Or maybe you would, who knows. But anyway, I'm not spending $80. I'm walking around myself for that. What else should we do? There's still people at the lantern. I'll get a selfie with that and then I'll be happy. But yeah, this video is going on for long. MKO is what this is. MK is probably Mong Kok. This is the area of Hong Kong that I'm in. Oh, I don't know what that is. Probably this organization that run this thing. This used to be a parking lot. I lived just over there. This used to be a parking lot, and then... Actually, no. Before it was a parking lot, it was a government building. Some water supplies. And then they knocked it down, and then it became a parking lot for a while. It still is, actually, around it. And then this area here is now this Mong Kok Oasis. That's what the O stands for. Alright, I should go get that selfie. I think I've recorded enough to ascertain whether or not 1/60th of a second for the shutter is looking acceptable or not. I won't know till I load this file onto my computer. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the description what I think. And then what you think, if you want, you can leave a comment and then you can let me know. Oh, well, I can do this. So, you know what? I'll put the selfie stick out and I can record it once they're done. Alright, I can probably grab the still from the video. Or I can use that as a thumbnail for this video. Which actually, I'm probably gonna start with me eating, which is kind of irrelevant, but yeah, it's a test video, so. And no one's gonna watch it anyway, so it's okay. But yeah, that's it for me on this one. I'm gonna set it to time lapse and take some photos and play around with that. So that's the end of this video, and happy Halloween! Okay, I'm actually back home. I was taking a photo of myself, and then the lady came and told me that she's calling the police because I'm filming other people. So I didn't make a fuss, I just left. But yeah, I did think she was a bit weird, because when I went in, she says you can't take any photos or videos, but then then I said, yeah, if people come in, they can't take photos and videos. And then she said, yes, if you pay $10. And then she came and chucked me out. Like, I just didn't want to argue, because it's her place and she sets the rules. But she kicked me out. I feel a bit upset about it, to be honest, because she said I was disturbing all the other patrons of her fine establishment, or something like that. So yeah, I didn't make a fuss, I just left. I guess, yeah, I thought I was kind of discreet with my selfie stick and my camera. I was talking, yeah, so yeah, that happens. Well, actually, it's the first that happened to me before. Like, I've never been chucked out of a place because I was filming. But yeah, I don't get it. Like, I mean, I do get it, because I'm like probably the weird guy with the camera. But her place is kind of set up to take photos. Like, if you look around, there were people, like the boyfriend taking photos of the girlfriend. But I think because I was on my own, and maybe I look a bit weird, and I'm speaking English, yeah, I got chucked out. But it wasn't a very pleasant experience. Like she said, I'm harassing her guests, and they're going to call the police and all that. So yeah, I didn't complain. I just said, okay, fine, I'll leave, in my bad Chinese. So that's the end of that. I'm back here. I'm still going to load the footage on YouTube and have a look and see if the 1/60th of a second looks any good. That was kind of my goal. So I'm going to load it now, and we'll check it out. Okay.